Yo, yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are again. Here we are. Well, not boys and girls. If you're a child, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast, but you should be over the age of 18 or at least mature to take content and language. But anywho, we are the Spot Podcast. Of course, I'm one of your hosts, Easy Yon, and of course,
This is Nat Mighty Young, season one, episode 3, 103.
but we're moving on. We're moving on. This is the Spot, of course. Here we got the socials. You just got to follow here. We got the Spot to Talk for the YouTube, Spot to Talk for the Instagram, the TikTok, and then the Spot underscore the underscore Spot podcast on Twitter. Names were taken. Couldn't do anything about it. Links will all be in the description. It is March 16th, my man, and happy 316 day. I don't think people realize this, but Stone Cold Steve Austin's second birthday,
Yeah.
316.
Isn't it also St. Patrick's Day today on the 16th?
Isn't the 16th? That was the 18th.
I honestly don't remember.
Well, I'm referencing 16, 316. 316 says Austin just whooped your ass. We're not it out.
legend in the WWE/WWF, man.
Everything mainstream. I think anywhere, even if you bring up the name Stone Cold Steve Austin anywhere, it will literally be like, I know him. It's just like, I know that man. It's ridiculous, but no, I gotta say something. So earlier today, right? I'm going to the grocery store and then fucking I got sense of that part out too. But basically, I'm going to the grocery store and then I'm going to get some food also. But I, I'm thinking to myself, yo, people who run red lights are only in the movies or shows. It's probably like one out of 1,000 people that do it. But no, there were like 4 people that did it. They ran red lights. I'm like, yo, these weren't just like running the red light. Like you get to yellow, and then you make it just before it's red. Like, no, this was red while our lights were green. And then they would just still go red. I'm like, huh?
No, I mean that's how it is nowadays, especially in Washington State. People
Bro,
go through the red lights, man. It's,
I
it's,
don't,
it's a
I
sight
don't
to
get
see.
it.
It's a crazy sight to see, bro.
This is I don't even, anywho, we're gonna move on from that. But essentially, we got a lot to discuss here. Major news developed a couple days ago, earlier this week, regarding Power Origins. That's going to be the discussion of Ghost and Tommy's backstory. If you know, you know from the OG Power, Ghost and Tommy were the essentially main characters of the show, with Ghost being James St. Patrick, the main character, and Tommy being his homie, best friend. Going to discuss the announcement of Book 2 coming to a finale as well for Season 4. And just a bunch of other news going on really in the show. But yeah, Mighty Young, how you doing today, my man?
Doing good, man. So this news is I don't know, man. I'm looking at the comments and stuff. I see a lot of people saying that they're disappointed that it's ending, but I believe Stars is going through a little pay situation, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Nah, they got a lot of people on the books. I mean, what they got book 2, 3, and 4 active. You know what I mean? So I felt I like I said, I watched Power late earlier this year, so I'm not really too familiar. Were they ever filming all 4 books at one point all together, or was it 3 at a time only? Or
I think as soon as the OG Power ended, I believe once the spinoff started to come out, they all had separate green rooms, like separate writers, separate showrunners.
so
So
book
I
four
believe.
development as book 1 was done.
Yeah, as soon as book one finished, once everything else was in development, as soon as each of them got green lit, they did each of them like they put them all through like as they all ended, they released all of them right away, like after each of them released. So I don't know, they're just throwing them all out there.
We discussed before. I mean, what was it? Book 2 is they announced it June 7th, right? And September 7th. It's going to be split into 2 parts. So
Yeah,
season 4, it could have. We were discussing this. It could either have 5 episodes each or 10 episodes each, for giving us 20 episodes between, the range of June 7th up to what would be 10 weeks past September, about mid-November, Thanksgiving period, perhaps.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm looking. Some people are saying 10 episodes for the whole season. Some people are saying 20 episodes. But I mean, if you ask me, I believe they should give us more than 10 overall. At least
But I mean,
at least 15. You know, if that's my opinion.
make that a common trend for power shows. The finale's got to end 15, no matter what.
15 or 20 if they can. You know, it's the final season. Usually you could tell like sometimes in these shows they try to cram everything into the seasons, cram everything into each episode. Like some of these episodes I feel like are rushed because they try to fill everything in, you know? But I just hope they take their time with this season. I believe we deserve a good story if this is the end. Even though this is the end of book 2, I wouldn't put it past them making another spin-off out of book 2, you know, in present day. How do you feel about that?
A lot of fans are. I mean, wait, did you? Sorry, can you repeat the question? I feel like I'm in an interview right now.
Book 2 Ghost is going to end, and after that, I feel like they're going to do another spin-off in present day that's going to be a spin-off to Ghost. So how do you feel about that?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's gotta be because they got book 3, 4, and as they've already announced, Origins coming. So if they're not gonna do Ghost and they announce a spinoff for Ghost present day, it can't be released till after Origins. I think that's gonna be too long of a wait.
Yeah, but I also feel like one thing they could do is once they finish with book 2 Ghost season 4, they could just put everyone into book 4 Force Tommy spinoff. I feel like they could also move everyone, you know, onto that show, you know, to save money.
Bring them all to Chicago.
Bring them onto that spinoff.
I mean,
I'm
if
not
they're
saying all of them are going to be in Chicago. I mean, they still might have them in New York, but they could bring their storyline to that spinoff, if you know what I mean.
I mean, to each their own. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to give out spoilers, but yes, in the sense of that, with Force taking place in Chicago, it is going to be hard for me to kind of connect how the entire New York, or Tariq in this case, would have to go from New York to Chicago.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying that. Now you're saying too much. All I'm saying is
Well,
whatever
you
they
said
do,
from Ghost
I,
to
I
Force
said that they could be in that spinoff. I'm not saying they're going to go to Chicago.
as a
They could
regular.
they could still show their story in New York while having book 4,
But
while
the
showing both.
essential point of view of Force was from Tommy's perspective.
But with book 2 ending, there's a possibility they could put all of them into that spinoff, which means that they'll be split into two, New York and Chicago, or wherever, you know, the series might shift to Chicago because you never know.
We never know with these writers, but I mean, I guess it seems like a money saving move. I guess just
Exactly. I
jam
feel like that's a possibility. I'm not
jam
saying
up into one
that
show. That way, you don't have to worry about anything else going forward.
exactly. That's one that's one possibility I think could happen with the money situation. Just a thought. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't think it will, but just a thought.
Starz, pay your people right, please.
Pay the actors.
Like I think what you call it, Complex News said like I was gonna say MJB, Mary J. Blige. Is that MJB? Yeah, Mary J. Blige. Why did I say MBJ? Anyway, Mary J. Blige, upward I think 400K per episode approximately for her regular occurrence in Ghost Book 2. So 400K, and you told me earlier what was it? Michael Ramey Jr.'s pay per episode
45K from what I'm seeing.
for Book 2.
Reported 40. I'm not really sure. I just seen somewhere that he was making a reported 45K. I don't know if it went up from since then. Maybe it did. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really got an exact number on that, but I don't think he gets paid more than Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how much would does Method Man make, because he's another familiar name. Uh,
Lorenz Tate as well.
okay, so apparently this is according to 2023, and this is from lolwhat.com. So lolwhat.com. Roughly, wow, okay, this is various sources. 567K per year is what he's earning. So essentially, if it's from various sources, then I mean, we don't know if it's all coming from just like that one gig, but he's pivotal. He's pivotal in that show. I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I like it too. It's pivotal, but I feel like, even if any of these characters do survive, there's a chance that their story ends. Just, so that the studio could save money moving forward. But we'll see how that turns out because anything is possible.
Honestly, I don't want it to end. Obviously, we know power never ends, blah 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 blah. But I just don't want this like there when it comes to power in books and stuff like that, there are things you don't want to end. And I think book two is just one of those books I just don't want to end. You know?
Exactly. But
It's
it's just
very
it's been one of the best ones. I feel like it's up to par with the OG Power.
uh, if they had 6 seasons to compare with, 6 seasons, book two, 6 seasons,
Facts.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
We're getting five technically, assuming each one has 10, but we're not really sure, so
If
can't
each part of book 2 season 4 has 10 episodes, then that's technically that in my estimation that's 5 seasons.
yeah, I can see it as 5 seasons, but the hardcores, no 4A and 4B.
No, but I mean that's if it's 5 episodes each, but I feel like if it's 10 episodes each, oh no. That's 5 seasons in my book. That's 5 seasons.
A clean 5 season. And yeah, I mean, book two being gone, Origins coming in. Did you see the thing about everyone saying Omari Hartwick and all that stuff? Like,
Yeah, about him like making it yeah. I seen that, but I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I just don't want to jinx it.
I think if here's the thing with Origins though, when it comes to Origins, I think like Ghost's got to be the narrator. You know what I mean? He's got to tell his story. Like you can't like imagine they don't bring in Omari Hardwick to narrate Origins. Would you really feel comfortable having someone else that didn't play the original Ghost narrate his life?
Oh no, I can't picture anybody else narrating it besides Amari Hardwick.
Exactly.
No, I
It,
can't even lie to you.
it fits so perfectly, exactly. And like for those who don't know, Book Three, Raising Kanan, 50 Cent, who actually does play Kanan, in Book One, narrates Raising Kanan because it's his life. It would make sense.
Yeah, I feel like that's only right, especially if we look at it. Joseph Sikora, the actor that plays Tommy. I feel like he should narrate Tommy if they're doing both of their stories.
No, yeah, and no, honestly, you got to get Omari Hardwick and Joseph Corey. You got to get them together. Got to have them both. Just have them go in the booth, spit some fire. you know, narrate the tale of Ghost and Tommy. You know what I mean? Growing up.
And then with the scenes that Kanan's in Origins, they should still keep 50 Cent as the narrator for Kanan. I feel like that'll be a dope
Oh,
element.
that seals the deal. They're like the trio you need. You know, they're the trio you need on your team.
Like that'll literally be like the best way to like describe like a storybook. Like that's literally like a book right there. Like just three storytellers. That's dope. Power Origins being told through three storytellers, three of the best characters in the show, in the universe, which is that'll be I feel like that'll be a win for the fans.
Would you read Power if there were books?
100%.
That's what I'm saying. Because like when they call it books, like Power Book One, Two, Three, it kind of sets it apart when they say season one, season or not even season one, but series two or volume one or episode this. They call it book. I don't think there are other shows that do that. I could be wrong, but Power does it in a nice way. These are actually like books, they're stories, you know, from front
Yeah.
to beginning. And
Instead of Power Chapter 2 or Power Chapter 3,
uh,
they say book. I feel like it's just so simple.
no, to say book, even though it's a simple four-letter word that everyone, the common language would know, it adds a little emphasis to it. Like these are each their own stories, you know? They're all connected, but they're each their own stories.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
it would be like Harry Potter, but if Ron Weasley had his own story, and it's like a Harry Potter, but well, what do they call it? Harry Potter and the Sorcerer. Yeah, they didn't really have a book. I mean, they just had Harry Potter and so it'd be like Harry Potter.
Yeah, and the that's how it was. Just seven of them, right? There were six, eight of them, seven of them.
Seven. Deathly Hollows was the last one. Unless they made an eighth one I didn't know about. I know the seven
Oh, okay,
split into two movies, so I guess they got eight movies.
okay, okay. I didn't even know. I mean, I've seen all of them, but sometimes I forget how many there are.
No, the last one I seen was over a decade ago. Well,
A long time ago.
but no, yeah. When it comes to naming your series, you got to know that not just the name Power is attractive to it, but the fact that you put a book next to it kind of makes it more okay. This is a journey I can follow from the beginning to end. Let's see how it goes.
Big facts, man. It's just something that you gotta follow. Something that it's just creatively, it's just very, very fun.
All right. Give me once. Let me make a note here. 17:30. Okay, I'm just making a note for editing out a vape. Should I keep that on?
No, it's good. You could take that up.
I'm gonna keep that out.
Sure.
Um. Well, regarding that, I mean, let's just hope that Power Origins comes out great. Well, not hope. I mean, we know it's gonna come out great, right? Like, it can't be
I,
bad.
I feel like if it's gonna have the same executive producers that ran book 4 and book 2 and book 3, then ooh, we're gonna get solid story.
Okay, if you had to pick, so director, writer, and executive producer, right?
Yeah.
From book 1 through 4, take an executive producer, a writer, and a writing team and a director, and which one and put it into one show, like book 6. Something that's not happening. What team would you put together? The best director from which book? The best writing team from which book? And the best executive producer from which book?
You're just gonna put me on the spot like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, he said the magic word. Ring,
What
ring,
the
ring, ring, ring.
man? Oh, it's just man. It's just from any.
Yeah, so you could be like the writing team from book 1, the executive producer from book 3, and then the director from book 2. You know what I mean? Mix it up a little.
I mean, I don't know. What would you say?
If I had to make a book 6, and it doesn't matter what the topic is, because this is going to be the best thing ever. Get ready for this, okay? And I'm assuming
Yeah.
the executive producer is going to be, well, it doesn't matter. 50 Cent,
Okay. Yep.
that's obvious,
I would have 50 Cent as well.
okay. I don't know the
Cool.
names of them, but when it comes to direction and director, I'm going to go with book 1, because I feel like the director in book 1 told them to be more themselves. I
The
don't
direction of book 1 you feel like is the best.
the best, but also the actors feel like more themselves. You know,
Okay. Okay.
compared to all the books. This is no disrespect, I'm just saying that. And then when it comes to the writing team, personally, because I'm in this modern day lingo, book two. I remember that one time. I don't even want to get into it. Actually, we'll save it for another time. But they book two is more modern and recent. You know what I mean? So it's more up to date in terms of my standard of writing, my
Okay.
appreciation for it anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, director from book one, writing from book two. 50 Cent for EP.
Okay. My turn. Or you're gonna do we have more categories?
Yes, your turn.
Direction. I'm gonna go with Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. I just love the dark, old school feel. Story is to me is just so. To me, it's the more real. It's the most realistic the out of all the spinoffs. I mean, even though Tariq's spinoff book two is thriving, it's thriving. Don't get me wrong. Tommy's spinoff is moving. It's. I like it, but it's moving slower than. It's not moving how we want it at this moment. But I feel like it's gonna pick up.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. Hopefully, season three, the story picks up more. But I don't know. Just the direction of Kanan's is just I don't know. I like where they're taking the story. It's moving. It's, it's it's fun, twists and turns, the whole nine. And when it comes to the writing team, ooh, this is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna have to go with the original Power. Like not to me, nothing. The writing of that OG Power, like there's nothing that beats that. It's nothing better. It gets nothing. It doesn't get any better than the OG Power when it comes to writing.
I will say the actors. I wanted to backtrack a little bit when he said direction and directors. Raising Kanan, those actors in there are phenomenal. It's amazing. We discussed a little bit about them in episode one, but they are phenomenal actors. They really do bring that, not grimy like they are or gritty, but that gritty, dark, uh, life. You know what I mean? What it was like back then. And they really bring it to life with their facial reactions and their tone. And, you know, the director does a good job with that.
Oh no, definitely, definitely. Like I feel like it's just they bring the best out of the best they can just to show us how it was back then. It's not easy to put the '90s on screen, but I feel like the way they're doing it is dope, very dope.
You'll be familiar with, I feel like, almost no actors on there. Omar Epps will be the only one that you should be familiar with, essentially, unless you know anyone else. But I couldn't think of any other big time names on Raising Kanan just off the top of my head. But
I mean, they got they got Makai Curtis, the dude that plays Kanan, London Brown, the dude that plays Marvin. You got Malcolm Mays, the guy that plays Lou. You got a lot of dudes. You got a lot of
I will
talented
say
people on
this
that
for your
show.
stream audience back in the day who was just randomly watching TV. He was on House. He's a black doctor. He's one of the main characters. I can't remember his name, but he was a
Omar Epps, Detective Howard.
yeah. Enough. You know Omar Epps. He was the black doctor in House.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there's that to throw out there. I feel like that was the only way to really reference him. The black doctor in House. Oh, it's that one character that's only black. No.
Yeah, they casted that show. Patina Miller. The actress that plays Rock. It's
Oh,
just a lot of dope people on that show.
she is a baddie.
Oh yeah, she's the baddest power mom all time. It's just yeah, that show is gave us a lot to talk about. Gives us it's one of those shows that really your life kind of revolves around when you place a binge for it. It's like it becomes second nature to you.
Oh, I'm telling you, I play Big Rich Town every morning and wake up and make my coffee. I promise you. You don't know what you're missing out on. It's a great experience, everyone. Do it.
Yeah, it's a dope track. Dope track, you know, dope intro.
Yeah, I remember I was watching when I watched Ghost, it wasn't with you, it was another friend. When I watched Ghost, book two, I was trolling with my friend. I said, "Yo, dude, book two's theme song is better than book one."
Same.
Exactly. He says the same thing. I was like, nah, bro, it's different. Listen to that little piano key at like the keys at the end. No, it sounds the same. Don't get me wrong, it does sound the same. I had him listen back to it, and he texts me. He says, I played it back 10 times, bro. I don't know what the hell you're talking about." And he gets so mad when I tell him, "Oh, I know. I don't know what you're doing." They sound literally the same thing. It's
Yeah.
one of those
If
things
he
where
if he said that, then just I feel like he does not know what he's watching or what he's hearing. He must be, you know, he must have just think
nah,
all the
bro,
intros sound the same.
different song, man. I promise you. No.
That's
No.
crazy.
Now, if you had to pick, though, if it was a 50 Cent song,
Which one?
yeah, what would you pick?
Which intro? Between two, three, and
For,
four?
no, if you had to, okay, you know what? Actually, yeah, let's rephrase the question. Book three or book four's theme? If you had to put one of those on book two, what would you pick?
Ooh, I might have to go with book three.
Really?
Man, book three.
Nah, book three can't match with book two's theme. Really?
I mean, book two is book one. I can't compare that. But I could book three and book four out of the new ones.
But I think book four's theme should at least go to book two.
I like book three. I like book four as well, but book three is oof. I like this. It's just smooth. It's
No, that
good.
music's smooth, but it's too more. It's more of an old school gangster vibe. You know what
I
I mean?
like it. I like it. But book four is dark.
But
So what are you talking about?
it don't fit with book two though.
Huh?
It don't fit with book two.
I'm not talking about book two. Book two is Big Rich Town.
No, the original question was if you had to pick one of the theme songs from book three or book four and place it onto book two.
Oh, I can't even do book four. It doesn't go with it.
With book two,
I can't do that. Yeah,
power, powder, respect.
I can't do that.
With book two, with Tariq's thing. Oh my god, you're crazy.
Nah, I just can't. It's not New Yorky, bro. I can't.
Really?
It's shit. It's Chirac, bro. You know, you got Jeremiah. You know, the 50
Oh
was on
wow.
a 50 was on a Chicago
Oh,
track, bro.
so because it's a Chiracian on there, that's when it's gonna be all
Two
different.
Chiracians on there, Jeremiah and Lil Durk.
Okay. So you can't put it in New York?
I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
I feel like it's what's it called? I feel like it could fit. It could fit in book two. You know, it's present day. That's the only reason why I think it will fit. But I don't know. I feel like it deserves either Big Rich Town or something else.
Nice. Well, just a halfway point. Well, not halfway point. There's no real measure point of the podcast here. But I really draft out and notate here that we are planning a series just to avoid any spoilers for anyone listening called the Power Hour. And basically, what's going to happen there, we're just going to discuss power. It's not literally going to be for an hour. It could be longer than that. It could be less than that. But we're really just going to give our full takes and discussions on power, everything power related. It's going to be from book one through four. So if you've watched it all, join us. If you've watched book one through three, join us. Because really, I don't think we're going to divulge too much into force. Well, actually, you never know. I'm not going to say anything right now because it's going to come out soon. But yeah, just peep those. It's going to be every few episodes. But yeah, that's just going to be the main thing going forward.
Yeah, and also I want to switch over the topic, man. You know, I just want to see how you feel about these underappreciated shows getting swept under the rug. You know, like Bernie Mac, Everybody Hates Chris. You know, like The Smart Guy. You know, what shows are on your list of shows that are underrated?
When you said Bertie Mac, I immediately heard the voice. Who you with?
Yeah, bro. You know, I just feel like there's a lot
Who
that
you
people
with? Yeah, man.
It's just a lot that people are. It's a lot that people are bringing back. That are bringing. That are having us. That are bringing to the table. That are putting to notice
No, it's I don't know. There was this one show called All of Us. You remember that show?
on CW
Oh my
Channel
god.
11.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot. I don't know the kid's name, but the kid from Daddy Daycare, the kid on there, he
Yeah,
was actually, yeah, he was actually on there. He was in
with
that
Dwayne
show.
with Dwayne Martin and Tony Rock.
Exactly. But I gotta look up the cast right now because I remember
Yeah,
it ended so suddenly. Like there was this.
with Lisa Ray, I feel like Lisa Ray was in there too. I feel like I
Let's see.
do know
Yeah,
that show.
Lisa Ray McCoy. Yes, Nisi. Yeah. Oh my god,
Dwayne Martin, Tony Rock.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I remember watching that show when I was young.
when I,
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely a show that
when I was
was
younger.
underrated.
When I was younger, I thought that Tony Rock was actually Dwayne Wade. I don't know why.
They got the same like head
That's
shape a little bit.
crazy. That's so crazy. I was like 11 or 10, not paying attention to like the facial details, but damn.
It's crazy.
No, that show was a staple on CW, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's just the cancellations of these black shows. They use us and then they throw us away. That's what these TV networks used to do, and they
Um,
still do.
yeah, no, I'm looking up the kid from CW. His last show, or yeah, his last show was he was a clown in the show called The Mick in 2017, and his last movie appearance was 2013 in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Dang, he was in a lot of stuff.
Wow. Okay, so I mean,
He was
he was
working.
he was there, but it's child actor stuff. I feel like that's another discussion for the time. But
Yeah.
no, and I think the Parkers, Girlfriends, those shows popped up on my Netflix the other day, and I
Which
was,
one? The
huh?
Parkers?
Yeah, I think is it the Parkers or is it well, let me pull it up here. Is it the Parkers or Girlfriends, where it's just a bunch of like, it's the one where the mom and daughter go to college together.
Oh, that's the Parkers.
Is that the Parkers?
Yeah.
Okay, then Girlfriends is the one with literally just the four girl. I remember the song would be "My Girlfriend," and it'd be like some weird symphony music in the background. You're just like, huh?
Yeah, Girlfriends is definitely the one with the four of them, right? With in the cover.
Yeah, yeah. Let me look up. There's another show. Um, I'm just gonna go back by these names real quick. Hold up. So shows like the Parkers, more like this. Okay, Girlfriends. Okay, The Game.
Oh, the game was. Oh yeah,
That was an
definitely with them
underrated
with the.
classic. I've always wanted to be. I remember I wanted to be a football player and just be living in a nice ass apartment, but they weren't even in the NFL. I was like, damn, these guys are rich though.
Yeah,
Loving this.
yeah, the Maori twins were on that show. I remember.
Oh, yeah, weren't they in Sister Sister?
Yep, sister, sister.
Yep, another classic as well. Let's see here. We got Kenan and Kel.
Oh, Kenan and Kel was my show growing up. Oh man,
The
I love
orange one. I
the
love.
intro is one of the best intros I've ever seen.
No, that shows the classic Kenan and Kel and Nickelodeon, of course. The Jamie Foxx show.
Jamie Foxx show, BT. Oh man, I used to. That's where I used to watch the Jamie Foxx show. That show is. I didn't watch it as much as I watched these other shows growing up, like the Wayans Bros. Or like Fresh Prince or Martin. But it was a show that I watched. I watched it, but just not as much as those shows.
Them, My Wife and Kids, of
My
course.
wife and kids. Oh yeah, that's a show that I know we both religiously watched growing up.
Oh man, these just let's see here, and then the Medea Family, of course. Everyone knows that one. Those are oh yeah, I forgot there's like a bunch of movies like that. Holy crap!
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like 20 Medea movies.
I'm just scavenging my list real quick, see if I can find any more shows that were like this. Let's see here. Oh wow, okay, so there's not a section for. Is there a section for black comedy?
Uh, define black comedy.
You see, I don't want to say it like it's a thing.
I don't know what. When you say that, I don't know what you mean.
I'm not trying to say there's a specific white comedy and black comedy.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, what do you mean exactly? I just don't know.
Well, I mean, just okay. Oh, here, for example, the old movie like this, First Sunday,
As black comedy?
isn't it? Yeah, it's marked as on Netflix anyway.
I'm just saying, how does that define black? I don't know.
Oh, I don't have a standard. I was just trying to use it so I can look through vintage black shows.
Oh, okay.
That was a term used at least back then for most shows, I assume.
Oh, I don't know. I never heard that, but I don't know.
You never heard of First Sunday?
No, it's black comedy. Not
Oh,
first. Of course, I heard it first. Of course, I've seen First Sunday.
don't worry. I guess that's another topic we can discuss for another time, real quick.
Also, I was gonna ask you. Now that you got me thinking, what are there's a lot of people that captivated this era, last era, generation before, what are your top 10 artists ever, or however you want to define that list? Your modification.
No, I have something like that. Okay. This is going to cause controversy.
Okay, let's see what you have to say, man.
I'm serious. I don't want anyone to be offended. I don't want anyone to hate. I
Spill,
understand is a real thing.
spill the beans, man. Spill the beans.
We just have
Spill.
to remember these are just opinions.
Hey, man. Everybody got their cup of tea, bro. There's no wrong answers, brother.
Should we start from 10 or 1?
Start from 10.
50 Cent.
50 Cent. Okay. 9.
Maze.
Mace.
Mase.
Mace.
You
Not
heard it right.
Maze. Who the hell is Maze? You mean Mace?
I say Maze. Maze. Two different people, right?
Oh, okay. That's how you pronounce. Okay. I thought you were, because now I hear the way you announce it. It's actually you're saying Maze, but you're trying to say Mace, but that's just how you.
Has
Okay.
it not been Maze?
It's. I mean, it's Se. I mean, it's just how you pronounce it, I guess. But okay. I mean,
Guess it's how.
Mace in the top 9. I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's unusual, but I mean, it's to each his own. It's 8.
I was struggling between another one. I can get to that later, but 8 is gonna be Drake.
Okay. I'd be hearing Drake like above 8, like on some people's list, but
That's cool.
like some people don't even like put him in the conversation. Everyone has their opinion. 7.
We're gassing my opinion so nicely there. Okay. Anywho, Lil Wayne.
Okay. 6.
I'll give you a hint. It's a candy. M and M.
Eminem. Okay, you got Eminem at 6. Who's in your top 5? I think I have an idea of what your top 5 is,
All right.
and I
Kendrick.
think I know who's number 1.
Hey, I could throw a curveball. Let's hold on a second here.
Oh my
Let's make the
goodness!
people eat. Let's
I
let the
think I
people
know. I think I
salivate.
know. I think I know where this is
Let
going.
the people salivate. Let the people salivate. They need to hear this. So what do we have right now? We have 50 Cent, Maze, Drake, Lil Wayne, Eminem. Number 5, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, Kendrick. I knew you were gonna say Kendrick at some point.
Some people might say J. Cole. I'll give you a hint, though. He ain't in the rest of this list.
I don't think you're gonna say J. Cole.
Good. Because number 4, Biggie Smalls.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And now you could only have three people. Three people in my mind that okay. Just continue. Continue. I'm gonna wait till I get. I'm gonna wait till you get to it. Just continue. Go to number. Go
I
to
should,
number. What do you
I,
want?
I,
Are you on three
I,
or two? Are you on 3 or 2 right now?
we're on 3 right now. I should
Okay.
stop though, just so I don't have to ever give you the list.
Okay.
But
What's the point of this? What's 3, bro?
Number 3, Ice Spice.
Shut up, bro. Just tell me who's 3, bro.
Jay-Z.
Okay. Fuck with Jay-Z. He might, in some people's eyes, he's the greatest rapper alive. You know? He, who do you have in number 2?
I heard that little sigh. Like, oh boy, here we go.
I'm just interested to see.
Number 2 was interesting compared to number 1. I will say that.
Okay.
But number 2 was good old Pac.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Mr. Tupac Shakur. That's a lot of people's GOAT right there.
If anything, the 9 I just listed are controversial, just in that order.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That is facts. I think I know who you have at number 1. I could just say it.
Let me clear my throat for this.
I already know what this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest artist of all time, musical legend, composition creator, sampling magician, extravaganzor. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the great, the best, the GOAT, Kanye West.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm not surprised. Can you name your top 10 again, just from 1 to 10?
Yeah, so just real quickly here, top 10, 10 to 1, 50 Cent, Masse or Maze or however you want to say it.
Okay.
Drake, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Big E, Jay-Z, Pac, and the GOAT of all time, the greatest, the best, Kanye West.
Wow. That's a dope. That's a solid list. Solid list, man.
He went from dope to solid real quick there.
Yeah, dope, solid, same thing. You know?
Dope, solid, liquid. It's melting.
Yes, sir. Same thing. You know, all the same. All the same.
Now you shoot me with your 10. Let's see how this. Let's calculate what you have here.
Okay. My top 10. At 10, I'm gonna have to go with DMX.
Interesting take.
You know, can't leave my dogs out.
Pun
And
intended.
9. Ooh. At number 9, you know, a lot of people don't really talk about this man. You know, I see him, but I don't see him. I'm gonna have to put Scarface.
Wow, I could be honest with you. I could not name a single Scarface song.
Yeah, Scarface, bro. He's from Houston. You
I know.
just his early albums, bro. Just oof. I was listening to them. I didn't listen to them when I was hella young, but like 15, like 16. I'm not gonna lie. I thought his style, bro, the way he, storytelling was just it was ahead of his time, in my opinion. I'm on number 8.
Oh, we
I'm
here?
gonna have to go Lil Wayne.
Ha! You copied me.
Really?
Well, I mean, he is number 7 for me, but it's all good.
But I didn't copy you, so I don't know why you said that.
I said my list first, so the people don't know if you edited yours, just as I was saying mine.
Oh, because I said Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
I can't have Lil Wayne on my list?
Well, you can, but it's just kind of coincidental that you have him so close to the position I had him in.
I never even knew you had him 7. I thought you had him 5 or 6.
Well, you
I thought
heard
he
me.
was 6
Hey,
behind Eminem.
hey,
The
hey.
hell you talking about?
You're one position away from me, man. It seems like you're copying my list a little bit there.
You had him at 6.
Okay,
Or
okay.
you had him at 7, I think. You had him at 6 or 7, actually. You're right. You might have had him
It's
at 7. You might have had him
I,
at
I
7.
I had him at 7, but
Okay,
it's
okay,
all good.
okay. Okay,
It's all
okay.
good.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Okay.
Copy my list. No.
Okay, so what am I now at? Am I at 7 now?
Yeah, yeah. We got DMX, Scarface, Lil Wayne.
Okay. Okay. At 7. Ooh. This list is getting thick, bro. Some people be running out of friends, running out of rappers. At 7, I'm gonna have to put NBA YoungBoy.
Oh no. No, no, no,
Yes,
no,
sir.
no,
Yes,
no.
sir.
Absolutely not. No.
YoungBoy never broke again ever since he came onto the scene. I don't think he's ever released anything trash. He's he's just, whether he's in jail or not in jail, he always drops music. His views on YouTube, I feel like he's the most viewed artist on YouTube. I think that's a thing. I think he's number 1 on YouTube.
I like to
You
remind
should
you
look at the
the top
numbers.
10 artists of all time.
You gotta look at the numbers, man. He's just breaking records that none of these other artists have ever broken. Number 1. He
People
got
who
number
listen
1
to
albums.
YoungBoy are on YouTube because they cannot afford a premium subscription to
He
a
got he
streaming
got platinum albums too. Just look at the numbers. He got platinum albums too. So
platinum
oh.
albums from streaming services on YouTube. Look, I'm not a YoungBoy hater, even though definitely like it. It definitely sounds like I'm a YoungBoy hater. He's my top 5 today. Probably top 10. I mean, top 10, top 5. I don't know. It's in the mix right now. I can't think of it right now. But the point is, of all time, though, of all time, now you're just what do
Young
they say?
boy,
No, what
he's
do they
really
say on
one of the
Instagram?
most. He
They
is.
call
Just
you a
look at him.
glazer. You are a
Just
glazer.
just look at his aura. Just look at just
His
the man
aura
is.
is STDs and literally getting into trouble. Next.
Bro, the man is he has a mind of his own. He's a genius. He's Pac
Did
is
you
he's up.
actually just call NBA YoungBoy a genius? Something that scholars and people who earn PhDs and shit in real life
I
call
mean,
geniuses?
I don't know. It just sounds like you don't listen to him. You would get what I'm saying if I thought you listened to him. You
I
would
listen
know.
to YoungBoy for gangster thrill rap music. I don't listen to YoungBoy for R&B soft spoken tone from him. He has a
He's a good
terrible
he's
singing
a good
voice.
he's a
His
good
audio
lyricist, my
doesn't help
friend.
him, and I think that's just your opinion. But I mean, hey, to say he's the greatest of all time in terms of rappers or artists, whew,
He's in
whew.
my top 7. I mean, you have Mace, so Young Boy's way better than Mace. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Of all time, okay. Well,
Yes, yes. Mace only has 3 good songs.
we're really
What are we
definitely
talking about?
we're definitely gonna be talking about this.
Are you telling me Mace has more better songs than Young Boy?
We can talk about this another time.
Okay, okay, okay. Am I at 6?
Unfortunately,
Okay, so at 10 I had DMX.
Scarface, Lil Wayne, and Young Boy. Yeah.
Okay. DMX, Scarface, Lil Wayne, Young Boy. Okay. At 6 I'm gonna have to go with J. Cole.
Oh well.
Jermaine Cole. I feel like Jermaine Cole's one of the best lyricists ever.
It's kind of weird to think that because I hopped on him after pause. Actually, pause that for sure. But after Forest Hills Drive came out, that's when I gravitated more to his music.
Yeah, you listen
But
to him pretty late, my friend.
very late to the game, not gonna lie. But well, not too late, but you get my drift. Just kind of like there at the point where, I'm caught up on who J. Cole was and stuff like that. I was hyped for his annual releases, that kind of thing. And right now, it's kind of weird to say, and it's not crapping on him. I still think he's, deserves to be on the list. That far up, though? I mean,
Yeah, all time, since his mixtape days, bro.
his
Like
mixtape days have been,
since
yeah, every record he's dropped, honestly, has been known to be solidified as
like
top tier music.
like from the come up to the warm up. I can
Like,
go on and on about J. Cole, he's just in some of his albums too, Born Sinner, Forest Hills Drive. Cole is he's been amazing.
Yeah, J. Cole's way better than Young Boy.
Yeah, J. Cole and Young Boy, they're two really good artists.
But J. Cole's better?
J. Cole is a vessel. He's an amazing man out of Fayetteville, the Ville, you feel me? I mean, that's what he says. He says the Ville all the time. That's how he says it.
So you can
And
finally say that he is better.
The Ville, I think because he likes using that, but I mean, I don't know. Everybody uses like their city. They have a name for like their city. But that's dope. But
No, I
at
feel
number
you.
five, I believe at let's see 10, I had DMX, 9, Scarface, 8. Who's 8?
No,
Lil
8,
Wayne,
and
huh?
then yeah. So you had
Lil
10,
Wayne,
9 Scarface, 8 Little Wayne, 7 Young
7
Boy,
Young
6
Boy,
Drake.
6 Cole, and then now okay. So at 5, I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Drizzy Drake.
Okay.
I feel like Drizzy Drake is. He's just been dominating the game for so long, bro. Who doesn't know Drake? He's still on the radio. If there's still radio appeal, I mean, everyone's on the internet nowadays.
No, Drake, I was actually on his IG the other day. His posts, don't they have like the comment limited thing? Like you
Comment
can't,
limited.
like
Oh
people
yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah.
comment.
Some
Like
some
people,
some some pages do that. You're right.
yeah. I think Drake does that because I know everybody be blowing him up. Honestly, they would be blowing him up so much.
Yeah, Drake. Of course, he's a art. He's one of the most, probably the most popular rapper in the world. His DMs are flooded. His DMs are probably at a point where it's saying they're full. Your DMs are full. You cannot receive any new DMs.
No, I can only imagine how many people try to DM him on IG. Like, how is he just gonna scroll through random stuff and then see it? Like, hey,
Definitely, bro.
I mean, do you think? I'm just a little off topic. Sorry to differ from this. Do you think celebrities can contact Instagram directly and have a special thing for their account where like they can filter out what they want? You know what I mean?
Uh,
Like
yeah,
only, you know what I mean? Hide other messages. Let me see these messages. I don't know.
I
Some
think they could. I think they have the power to do that.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's people like Drake. You know what I mean? Or Mark Zuckerberg, that kind of thing. Like I feel like they have the connects to like make their account only do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that too.
But yeah, number 4.
At number 4, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z.
Of course.
Hove, H to the OV. If you ain't listen to him, nigga, you don't know me. Okay?
What do you
Jay, to some people, to a lot of people, he has a big ass nose. I mean, I know that has nothing to do with anything, no homo, but
No, it definitely does. There was a picture one day where it went around the internet. It's like what Beyonce wakes up to every morning, and it was just a big ass nose black dude in the bed, and it was just terrible.
I
The worst
mean,
look.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been seeing some of those memes, but when it comes to business, he's up there with the best of them, Amazing business mind, along with his music, his music acumen. So
Would you take dinner with Jay Z?
I would take the 500K. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did even Jay-Z would tell me to take the
Yeah, he
500K
told
for
you.
his
Yeah, he told
service.
everyone to take that. Yeah. Imagine though, he's like, I want to take a dinner with Jay Z. He actually would just look at you and probably talk. I feel like he would actually chat with you for a bit, but then realize like, well, I hope you do well with this information. Have a nice day. He gives you all the tools and information, but you have no money to start this shit up. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
definitely,
take the money,
definitely, bro.
bro. Take the money. Like anyone can learn how to invest 500K nowadays, bro.
Oh, that in my hands, that 500K is turning into 3 billion, bro. This is what you're talking about.
Easy.
What is it? Conversation with that guy gonna do for me? Like, what the hell?
The spot to talk crypto is dropping soon. Invest now. Anywho, so we're gonna resume back to your list here. So we got 10 DMX, 9 Scarface, 8 Little Wayne, 7 Young Boy, Uh, 6 J Cole, 5 Drake, 4 Jay Z, number 3.
Okay, I think didn't I say number three? Oh, that was Jay-Z, right? Or was that four?
That was 4.
Oh, okay. Number three, I'm gonna have to go Biggie Smalls.
Woo! Okay.
Actually, yeah, Biggie Smalls number. This was tough. I was actually close to putting them at two. Biggie
I,
Smalls, I was close to putting them at two. It's just his wordplay, storytelling. It's just I love a good story. I'm a sucker for a story. I don't know what to say. If you just tell a story, and you just rhyme, if you're able to put it together, just something that's just interesting, it's gonna catch my attention. So he's really good at doing that. His punchlines, whew, the man is the man is R.I.P. All I can say is R.I.P.
no,
His
he
flow,
def-
he's the flow master, the OG flow master, in my opinion.
no, it's definitely an RIP, unfortunately. Like, you always wonder what these greats could have been today. If they were called greats just from their time on Earth back then what could I have done going forward? You know what I mean?
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Can you
That's
imagine like
facts.
Biggie and Kanye? My
Ooh,
gosh.
that's what I'm saying. If Biggie, will Biggie convert to the style? That would be crazy. If
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, conforming to the style, exactly.
Because these artists back then, who knows if they could like like transition to rappers today?
Like, do you think Biggie would be as big of a name today? Like if he was alive?
Yes, I think he would. I think he would because he was already two albums in, critically acclaimed, top of the world at 24 years old.
Yeah.
24 years of age, he already had all that. And at 25, that's where Pac was at before he died. Just look at how successful they were. At- They were younger than us, for Pete's sakes.
Mm-hmm. RIP. Got to make it past 25.
Just look at how much they accomplished in such a short amount of time. It's just crazy.
Resume that list. We're on number 2.
Yes, sir. At number two, I have Tupac and Nas.
2 and 1. We got 2 at Tupac and 1 at Nas.
Uh, for two, I have Tupac and Nas.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I have to do that.
You can't do that.
Tupac, it's just Tupac is everything I said about Biggie, except he's an amazing storyteller, one of the greatest. He makes you feel every emotion. He makes you feel every emotion. And
No,
then
no, no.
Nas, man, when you listen to Nas, it's like Nas Escobar. He's from Queens. He's really like the OG, like to a lot of these rappers today. A lot of the rappers that we grew up on, they all grew up on Nas, which is dope. And then at number one, I'm gonna have to end this quick. I'm gonna have to go with Nipsey Hussle the Great.
Okay, I can respect that last choice, but you're squeezing it really hard. You can't do that. You can't do
I know.
pause, but you can't do Tupac and Nas in one.
To stretch out my list, I'm gonna take out just to stretch it out. I'll make you happy, and I'll take out Scarface.
Pause. Okay, so we're moving everyone up one, and then you're just putting Nipsey at number 1.
Just to stretch out my list
All
for
right,
y'all
so
for y'all
so
that didn't know what
confirm,
I was saying.
just to confirm, your list is gonna be DMX, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, J Cole, Drake, Jay Z, Biggie, Pac, Nas, Nipsey Hussle, the Great.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then of course my goated great list: 50 Cent, Drake, or sorry, 50 Cent, Mace, Drake, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Biggie, Jay Z, Pac, and the GOAT, the greatest of all time above Nipsey Hussle, Kanye West.
Yes, sir. That's a dope list, by the way.
You know, it's how we do. I mean, there's a lot of music to say. I know some people would be like, 50 Cent, top 10? What the heck is this? But go back and listen to 50 Cent and tell me he didn't set a tone for the next 10 or 20 years.
Yeah, his style was the birth of the birth of gangster rap. Like coming into the club with a bulletproof vest. He made that shit cool.
Oh man, he made it cool to be a gangster pop artist. Not really pop artist though, you know what I mean? Like he was making radio hits left and right. Like there was a span where the 2000s was really just 50 Cent, you know, for a moment.
Early 2000s, he
Oh my
was
god.
having his time. He was having
Candy
the time of his
when,
life.
when Candy Shop came out, it was over. It was
Oh,
over.
in the club was what started his destruction, of mass
That
destruction.
was the start of it all. Yeah, exactly. That was the start of it all.
Oh man, '03 was, man, at 50 Cent is, yeah, 50 Cent definitely made his mark in the music game.
When it comes to 50 Cent, he's doing great today.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of these guys, still doing their thing, just doing their music, living life, just enjoying the riches of their work, their hard work.
Awesome. And then before we move on to our next topic regarding Instagram stuff, all right. And I started there. While we divert from the topic, essentially of hip hop artists and stuff, one quote unquote hip hop artist that's making waves lately. Are you familiar with Sexyy Red?
Oh man, Sexy Red she's had a hell of a 2023.
The
That
female young
that that
thug,
was her year.
as people may say. Um, yeah. So apparently, yeah, her. We discussed this before, but Adin Ross and her uh, sleeping together allegedly here. Hold on, let me see if I can pull. I'll pull up the way he just describes this. Kind of funny. All right, let me pull this up here for you. Give me one sec here. Get this audio up here. Let me know if you can hear it. By the way,
The audio for the video.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can play this audio here.
Okay, let's see if it works. Let's see if it works, gang. Okay, I hear it a little bit.
Huh? I want to announce something, but I don't know what you said. Say it. You know, don't you? I did fuck Sexyy Red. Okay. Fuck it. There we go. Some truth. How was it? It was good. It was really good. She was throwing it back. You could handle it? Nah, she was kind of being the dominant one. Honest with you, when I seen it, you seen that sex tape of hers drop.
So there it is. Could you hear that?
I heard the whole thing.
Adin Ross just seems so nonchalant with it.
Yeah, he was just very honest with all the questions academics was throwing at him. I was like, damn. Okay, Aiden. I mean, you know,
No,
we
but then
got.
get this. She says, Sexy Red responds, "You paid me to take your virginity, and I did just that." In which someone cleverly comments, "You took his his black female virginity."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure he's not a virgin.
All right, here's this one, a video of Sexy Red speaking on Adin Ross.
Yeah, I never heard her speak on him. I didn't hear this.
This is speaking on it, not tweeting on it. Let me see.
Oh, I want to
Could
see this.
adjust the sound quality here.
I gotta ask you. You and Adin Ross had an interesting exchange this week. Is this all cap? Is this a stunt?
It was. I don't know why he played like that, but he felt the need to want to come on the internet and play with me. But I'm just like, let me play along with him. Let me just.
So he's full of shit. Is this
he's full of shit?
Okay, fair enough. I gotta ask you. You and Adin Ross had an interesting exchange this week.
When she said he was full of shit, I do want to note she looked down at her watch as she was answering that.
Cap.
Oh,
I feel like that's cap, especially since she already said it on Twitter. She already said, "Oh yeah, I paid you. You paid me to take your virginity." It's just like, okay, so technically, you already told us. You're telling us that he paid you to smash, pretty much. I mean, it's right there, and it's right. It's written in 4K.
Exactly. And hey, what you want to do is what you want to do. Obviously we're not going to judge, but when it's things like this that come out big, you definitely have to try to follow up on that. And Adin Ross, do your thing. Keep making that streamer money, and hopefully, Sexyy Red, I guess, just raises her kid. But another quick topic as well. It kind of just broke out. Was it earlier today or yesterday? I couldn't actually remember. A lot of stuff is happening left and right nowadays. But Kai Cenat and Kanye. Now, it started out with the pants, what was it, not fitting him properly? That was all it was? That's literally all it was, right?
I believe it was the pants. Yes.
And then he says, Kanye DMs Kai, don't make no jokes about my clothes when you ain't saying nothing about what Adidas is doing. When Vulture song came out, you ain't playing my verse. You controlled. Don't play with me.
Yeah, yeah, he's on one.
The attached clip here, Kai clearly says, I hear you, bro, but ain't no jokes was being said when I first opened up that package. I showed love instantly. All I did was try on the sweats, and it didn't fit. No jokes made. I immediately asked for a new pair. Kanye, which replied, so you ain't do nothing wrong. So I felt this way for no reason? Kai replied in all caps, yes. Kanye says, fuck you, nigga. You was told to diss my shit. You a pawn.
I'm dead. Yeah, Ye is wow, man. He's on a power trip right now. I mean, did Kai disrespect him in any other way besides just critiquing his pants? Is there something that I'm missing?
It's just funny in which Kai replies back to the whole you a pawn. Keep it family friendly, no cursing. This pants don't fit, yay. You think someone told me something? I'll prove you wrong. Ah, fuck Adidas. Ah.
I'm dead.
And then
Man, it's
Kai gets a quick call. I guess a quick call from a manager here. We'll play briefly with the audio. It looks like it's a 5-minute clip, but he's speaking with Kanye's manager on the phone here. We're gonna play a brief moment of that audio here. Give me a sec here.
yeah.
John Monopoly, Kanye's manager. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing, sir? I'm good. You have a brief moment to speak? Yeah, I can speak. I can talk. I know that you guys were kind of bumping heads for a brief moment, and I wanted to reach out and see if there's a way that we could find a peaceful resolution. Just get on the same page. Yeah, I'm basically just. Hold on, listen. I'm not finished. Because that's the people I believe.
I'm dead.
I think if we respect one another, to communicate from a mature perspective, we can find that we're better when we're aligned. And when we're not aligned, that's when things can go left. And I want to keep things centered. And I appreciate you for taking the time and considering these words. All right. I understand that, right? But you said what? I understand that. But you have to understand why the man come so crazy to me in the first place. They say the pants don't fit. The pants don't fit. You said what? But my fault. My pants all just came out. I'm just saying, like, my you feel me? I could whatever he want to do, we could resolve it. I don't care. Just due to the fact that like I had no disrespect. You feel me? And I just feel like what we was going back and forth on was a little crazy. Yeah. So you going how can we go about moving forward with this? I think we just need to develop a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I know this is my first time meeting you. This is my first time speaking to you. What city are you from, sir?
I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, okay. I used to live in the Bronx on 241st and Carpenter.
241st, that's down the block from my block.
Yeah.
So you should know we don't go for no bullshit.
You said what?
So you should know that we shouldn't go for no bullshit, no disrespect.
Yeah, no. I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. I lived in New York.
Put the hold on there on that audio. But yeah. Guess, do you think it's a publicity move?
I mean, possibly he was able to get Kanye's manager on the phone that quick. Kind of has me questioning it, but I mean, they were already in contact, so that's probably what that was. But wow, I mean, Kai and Kanye's manager being from the same block. Wow, it's a lot of, you know, it's a
No,
lot of
Kanye,
neighborhood here, neighborhood beef, huh?
I noticed like Kanye and Travis, like, were always, their message was about music to the youth. You know what I mean? Trying to make that music to youth or younger people audience kind of thing. Do you think this is a way for Kanye to connect? Because he did it through Big Sean, he did it through Travis. Do you think he's doing it now through Kai in a weird way? You know what I mean? Trying to get connected to the younger audience through Kai.
Possibly. He knows that everything's moving through the younger generation. That's the
It is
future.
the facts, and Kanye's a genius, man. Everyone thinks that Kanye is on some stupid shit. He actually is most of the time, but he's a genius.
No, definitely. He's speaking. He's looking at the future. He's viewing at it like these rappers, this fashion. It's not gonna last today. It's not gonna last tomorrow. It's gonna last in present or in the future. That's how he looks at it. It's a rear view. Wants to know what's gonna improve, what's new, what's next.
No, definitely. And I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, I ordered my Yeezy Pods. Haven't come in yet. It's been over a month, so guess we just gotta wait.
Yeah, you hear that? We need those easy pods, man.
Right now, please send it to us right now.
No disrespect, though.
No, total disrespect. Okay, no disrespect. He's right, no disrespect. But anywho, that wraps up the episode today of the Spot Podcast. Of course, we're going to have more additions to the podcast. It's only just getting started. Segments, increments, videos, you name it, so forth. In regards to everything, and Mike, you got something to say to the people real quick?
Yeah, man, we got more content coming to y'all. We took a few days off, we had to give y'all this action-packed episode 3, but we got more coming to y'all. Just stay tuned. We gonna see y'all soon. We gonna see you guys soon. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And I do want to specify as well, like I said, with the Power Hour that's upcoming. Haven't decided on specifics. We'll definitely announce it on the social media, most likely. But specifically, we're definitely gonna have like a Power Hour, BMF Hour. Heck, we might. What do you think? We might even have a Snowfall Hour. We may even have a show and then just call it the hour after that, just so that way we give people a space to, be free of spoilers from our general episodes, but at the same time give audience a way to connect and get our takes and opinions on certain things and dialects and just stuff that's going to be happening on throughout multiple shows.
And also with shows that you guys finished, anything that you guys watched all the way, so that way you'll be spoiled without being spoiled because you're already caught up. That's what these power hour and these television hours are for, is so we could talk about television shows that, that with all disclaimers, no disclaimers, speaking to the people who are caught up.
Yeah, and send us shows too. If you want to hear a point of view on something, send anything, anytime, anywhere. Well, not to our house, please. I mean, or a carrier pigeon. If you can get a carrier pigeon to one of our houses with a show that you want us to talk about, we will talk about it first. Okay, if you get a fucking carrier pigeon, I will respect that. But
Definitely.
Link tree in the description, of course. The Spot to Talk is going to be the YouTube channel there, as well as Twitter is going to be _Spot podcast. Instagram is going to be, of course, the Spot to Talk, and then TikTok as well, the Spot to Talk. Link tree is going to be in the description below. Anything else?
Yes. Oh yeah. I also want to add that we got BMF season 3, episode 4 coming for y'all this week.
Coming soon to a theater near you. Detective Brian stepped the fuck up. That's a little spoiler for what we're going to talk about going forward.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, you know. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you all take care and have a great day or night or whenever you're listening to this right now.
All right. Peace.